got Representative Anthony Giarrusso. Thank you for joining us today.
Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
You've had quite the week talking about something that you've had in the works even before we've seen what's been happening in Providence with speed cameras. You've got legislation statewide looking at speed cameras, red light cameras, and saying how much of a tax on the citizens they are.
It is a big attack. And really what happened was when my son he's 20 years old now. Next week he'll be 20. He was in mite hockey. And the first time I saw it is when he had a practice or a game at PC. And I saw a red light camera. And I said, oh, my God, I haven't seen one of these since the last time I was in Asia or Europe. I said, but this is so un-American. And so that was bad enough. So I didn't like that so much. But then in 2016, we legislated. It was on the last night of session, which, by the way, that's not the night that we save puppies and kittens. That's when usually the bad stuff comes out. And what happened that night is we argued, relentless argument against that bill because it's a terrible bill. And everything we argued for or against is exactly what's happening right now, that it's a money grab before it's about school safety.
Well, you've had this legislation, again, as you mentioned, in the works dating back to 16, even going back further. And it's sort of the confluence of events that we've seen Providence roll out their speed camera program. First 5 cameras on parts of Providence, now more cameras as well. What's the reaction been specifically to you this week when you put this out again? I mean, it is the hot button topic du jour.
It was a perfect storm. It's like I couldn't have introduced it at a better time because I didn't realize that it just was completely by accident, but it turned out to be a good thing because it is a real issue, and it's a big problem because where does it go from here? Is it going to be like everywhere on the interstates, every state road, every interstate is going to have a speed camera? Not that I advocate for speeding, but it is over the top.
And what do you say when there's Mayor Jorge Elorza says we need it for revenue? And we've seen so much opposition to it. I mean, it's really kind of a regressive tax on residents who are already heavily taxed to begin with. So when you say we need to get rid of them, but then you have mayors crying, well, how are we supposed to make money? Do you say that's your issue to deal with?
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice that if you can't pay your bills, you just say, hey, I'm just going to print some more money? I mean, we don't have those luxuries. And I think it should be about fiscal responsibility. If you spend wisely, you don't have to think of ways that you can hurt your people. And that's exactly what that does, Kate. It hurts our people. These are our citizens, our residents. And a lot of them, they work paycheck to paycheck. And now all of a sudden they're paying a $95 fine, that it's easier to pay it than it is to try to fight it because it's a big process. Not to mention adding insult to injury. If you're going to pay by credit card, you have to pay an extra fee for convenience fee. So, and then in addition to whatever credit card debt that somebody might have, it's just a really terrible way to get money off the backs of your hardworking people.
Have you heard from anyone who's opposed to your legislation?
Let's put it this way. The next person that tells me they're opposed to it will be the first one. So no, I have not.
But what have your conversations with colleagues been? Do you think that this has any potential here to move forward?
I think it does. I mean, I would hope and pray that when this thing gets posted for committee, that there's a line outside the building, just like there was a line outside the courthouse, because it is that important. This is the beginning of a major problem if we don't nip it in the bud right now.
Okay, again, the hot topic of the week, again, speed cameras. This is legislation Representative Giarrusso has been working on even before we've seen what happened here in Providence. There is a video on GoLocal that you can check out right now. It is a person who is defacing a speed camera in Providence. That was sent to us. We have that up right now. In addition to speed cameras, while we have you here and you're talking right to the viewers, what else is on your plate that you would like constituents and Rhode Islanders to know about?
Well, there's always the things that my caucus members and I are always trying to make this a more business-friendly state. We're lowering regulations, cutting taxes on the retirees, helping out businesses, and trying to create jobs for children to get educated here, go to school here, go to college here, and stay here with their families. That's been the goal every year, and this year is no exception.
Well, I hope that we were able to have you back on live here at the State House. Again, the legislation put forth, and this is just a repeal. You say, get them out. This is the bottom line of the legislation.
Just get it out. I mean, what we did in 2016 is we added on to a bad thing that was already there, enabling the red light cameras. And then in 16, they added speed cameras to the red light cameras. Bad idea. Get rid of all of it.
Okay, we'll have more on this on Go Local Prop. Again, I want to thank Representative Giarrusso for coming on today.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
We'll be right back here at the State House on Go Local Live. Don't go anywhere.